Hello everyone, Slayer here again. I hope you guys are doing well, and I also hope that whatever hardships you guys are going through, you guys are getting through it. I'm making this video pretty recently, actually, from my last video. I thought the time frame was gonna be a lot longer because I really thought that I was gonna be more busy, but some things were, thankfully freed up. So I wanted to make this video and talk to you guys. So recently, I have been on my nostalgia that we usually are all on, where you get that mood of trying to go back to your like past or whatever and hit some old stuff that you used to look at. And one of those old things I used to look at was FNAF. I used to really be into FNAF like that, and then I grew out of it, but I recently came back into it. It really had me thinking about how things can easily change once people put effort into it. I've been, like I said earlier, reminiscing, and I've been getting back into, FNAF recently, and I was absolutely astonished with the amount of fan-made content that was behind it. From the animations, the music, the games, and the community, that shit brought what was once a small horror game into something so much bigger. And that's happened with a lot of games. And it lightened my day thinking, wow, the amount of care and passion that goes into things like this and allows it to sprout and grow is phenomenal, really. It really makes you think, if we all had people that can just support us constantly and push us forward, how much we would grow more. But the real issue is that a lot of us don't. But we still push forward to achieve our goal, even if we have people behind us or not. It sucks. It really does suck that a lot of people don't have that, and it hurts to hear where people are pushing their hardest and they don't have anyone to really support. But it's those people that I admire. The fact that you're still pushing so far ahead of yourself with no one behind you is phenomenal. And to those people, I will be the one to say that I'm proud of you. Some people have hundreds of people who they can just go to and support, and sadly some don't have anyone to go to at all. But the fact that those people that keep fighting with no one beside them is amazing, and I just want to say to those people, never give up your dreams and passion, because soon people will see that light that you work so hard to turn on, and they will use it to brighten their dark path. You never really know when it will turn on, that light that you've been struggling so hard to turn on. Because I remember when I was at like the lowest point of my life, and I was at the brink of turning off my light completely because I couldn't keep it on. But soon it did. After pushing hard, never giving up, and a lot of dedication, I finally got it on. And to those people who are struggling to turn their light on, I just want you to know, the more you push, eventually it will turn on. So no matter where you are and no matter what's going on, it will get better. You may not have people around you now, but you will soon. And it sucks, that a lot of people nowadays don't have a strong support system, and I feel like it's something very, very important, and it's not talked about a lot. Because bro, it's like there's 8 billion people in this world, and a lot of people view life as cruel and selfish, and they're not wrong. I mean, it sucks that we live in a world that's full of a lot of cruel people and a lot of selfish people, but I will say that there's a lot of people in this world, and not all of them are horrible people. There is a good amount of people that are good. Eventually you will find people that you can relate to, people that will understand you, and people that will love you for you. You just have to keep fighting, love yourself, fight for yourself, and soon people will see the light that you worked so hard on, and they will use it to, like I said earlier, brighten their dark path. Now, the reason I bring all this up is because not only to voice my inner thoughts with you guys, but also to bring awareness, because I feel like there's a lot of people that are fighting and they really don't have anyone to talk to, and it sucks. So I feel like these things aren't really talked about a lot, and I want to be the person who communicates it with you guys. So yeah, a lot of this was brought up because I was finally able to look back and see all the things I've done and really take in consideration of my mindset and all the things I went through. I am proud to say that I have a very, very strong friend group now. I have a lot of friends and people that I can support, brothers, a lot of people that I consider that are my family that I don't have. And I'm forever grateful for that, because I know that a lot of people don't have the things I do. A lot of people sadly don't get the opportunities that I had. And for those people, I pray for you guys and I hope that it gets better. But I've always been somebody who appreciated a smaller friend group than a larger one. I don't know. I feel like having a larger friend group just seems more, I don't know, like it's too chaotic for me. I feel like you can gain a stronger connection with somebody when it's just one-on-one. I feel like the lesser people, the more you can connect with them and have a deeper connection than like 100 people. Like I remember my father used to tell me to always have 5 people you can go to. And I'm proud to say that I have 5 people I can go to, but some people may not. And I hope that those people can find 5 people they can go to for support, because I have friends who are currently, all on their own path, because that's how I view life. I feel like the way I view life is we're all on our own path, and sometimes people can cross that path. I have friends right now who are in college, people that are, hundred thousands in debt in college, actually. You know how it is. Fucking American education system. But I have friends who are in college, people that are pursuing their dreams. I have a phenomenal friend in photography. I have friends who are, working hard for their dreams and passion. Even though I don't get to see them as much as I used to, they're all living their different lives and their different path. Sometimes people will cross your path. Sometimes they'll be temporary. Sometimes they won't, To me, when it comes to those things and people come to me and ask me like, hey man, what's the point of meeting people when they just come and go? And to me, and my answer to that is it's all about making memories. I feel like life is all about making memories and leaving a deep connection with that person. Now, I won't sit here and say I am this amazing human being, because a lot of people need to understand this is a very important thing that I don't see a lot of people actually talk about. Is it's okay to make mistakes. We're all human after all. No one is perfect. And people need to realize that we still make mistakes no matter what. I hurt a lot of people. A lot. Many people I have hurt in my past. Intentionally or not. I have hurt a lot of people. And it sucks hurting people. But you can't live with guilt for the rest of your life. If you keep blaming yourself and you keep beating yourself up, you'll never be able to pursue your future. Because the more you dwell on the past, the more you will restrict yourself from your future, is what I learned. Which is why I always push self-love. Self-love is so important, because if you don't love yourself, you can't have people to love you. And it is crazy that sometimes people are so in their head about the mistakes they made in the past, and they don't realize how much that's restricting them from growing. Because in order for somebody to grow, you need to learn from your mistakes. And making mistakes is part of growing. as a human being. And the most important thing about making mistakes is learning from them. Sometimes mistakes can just be a slight cut on your finger, but sometimes mistakes can be big and leave a deep scar. But at the end of the day, you have to let it heal. It's always like, when it's like when doctors be telling you like, hey, don't pick on your scab because then it's going to keep opening it up and all that. It's just like that, leave your mistakes and don't dwell on them too much and just grow from it. Always promise yourself to be a better person. That is all you can do. Do what you can and don't focus on the things that you can't, is what I always try focusing on. And it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. Don't beat yourself up over it. Constantly beating yourself up, like I mentioned earlier, is very bad for you. It really breaks your mental after a while. It really, really does. And people need to remember that it really does mess with your mental if you just keep beating yourself up over and over again. But back to the FNAF thing, I have been recently getting back into the FNAF, and this entire conversation, this entire deep conversation was brought up because of the FNAF situation. I was just literally sitting there and I was like, damn, it's just crazy to me that people can love something so much and then just pour their heart and soul, and it just brings people towards it. I feel like I wouldn't necessarily say FNAF would be dead without the community, but part of me does. I feel like a lot of games out there that have a strong community is really what brings up a game. I feel like if a game or anything really doesn't have a strong community, it just dies. I used to be really, really big in fighting games, and I generally do feel like a big part of fighting games is the competitive community. If a fighting game doesn't have a strong competitive scene, I feel like it dies out. And part of me does feel like that with Sparking Zero, for example, which maybe I'll get into a video about Sparking Zero. I am planning on doing a video about COD zombies because I am a big COD head when it comes to zombies. I don't play multiplayer, okay? I feel like I'm not a big fan of multiplayer. I've never been a fan of multiplayer. The only multiplayer I really grinded out was BO1. When I was a kid, I used to love BO1. I feel like BO1 multiplayer was so fun. Every time you would get achievements and all that is amazing. Man, every time that notification came up and then the gold camo, man, I love BO1 multiplayer. But then I didn't really get into BO2 multiplayer, and the only time I really played BO2 was with my cousin. Me and him used to play a lot of town zombies and everything. And I didn't really get into BO2 multiplayer like that. I was mostly on the zombie scene, even though I feel like a lot of us were. I was really, really scared of playing zombies as a kid. Playing Keener der Toten for the first time, I was so scared to play it. But after a while, I kept playing it and just fell in love with it. COD Zombies is another game of that example, which is why I'm bringing it up, where the community just brought it to light. The characters, all the fan-made stuff, and just the community coming together for a game is just phenomenal. And I feel like that's what kills zombies now. I feel like the community is so disorganized and so all over the place where it broke the game. I feel like too many people want different things, and that's not a bad thing. It's just the community right now is all over the place. And yes, it is Treyarch's fault. A lot of it is Treyarch's fault, but some of it is ours as well. I feel like a lot of our demands and a lot of our toxicity is ruining zombies. Now, I'll get into that more in another video, because the point of this video is to talk about self-love. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to give up sometimes, but never stay in rock bottom. When I mean give up, I don't mean completely let things go. I mean, it's okay to take a break, be like, hey, I need to relax a bit, but never stay there. is the point. You know, always realize that it's okay to take a break. It's okay to let go, but never stay there. You always have to keep pushing no matter what. Because if you give up, not only are you giving up on yourself, but you're also giving up on the people that care for you. And even though you may feel like a lot of people don't care about you, especially for people that don't have nobody in their lives, but I will say that there are people that care for you. And you may not realize it, but there is always somebody who's going to care for you. Even the cruelest of people deep down will care for you. It's always good to love yourself at the end of the day. You know, is really what I'm trying to get at. But yeah. But recently, to get at a little bit out of topic, have you guys been drinking tea? I've been drinking a lot of tea recently. You know, really I feel like tea soothes your mind. You know, I feel like I've been enjoying tea. I've been trying to drink tea every morning. It's really like been soothing my mind a lot. I know I said that already. Said it like twice. But anyway, it really like calms your mind, okay? What is what I'm trying to get at. It's like, you know, let me know in the comments, by the way, for anyone who listens. Let me know if you guys enjoy tea. If so, let me know what flavor of tea. I'm trying to, you know, try out more tea. I'm trying to like try different flavors. Like I really want to try a lot of tea because I love tea. I said tea, like, dude, take a shot every time I say tea, by the way. This is crazy. But let me know what your favorite tea flavor is. Because right now, mine gotta be lemon flavored tea. Oh my gosh, I love lemon flavored tea. Maybe it's because, like, I'm Dominican and I love, like, lemon and lime. I love lime and I also love lemon. Like, I put lime in everything and lemon. For people that, you know, don't know, I am Dominican and I love lime. But yeah, let me know what your guys' favorite tea flavor is. I might check it out because I do want to, you know, try different teas out. But yeah, you know, I wanted to make this video to, you know, voice my thoughts like usual. I hope you guys enjoy. I really do appreciate everyone who, you know, has supported me. I had some people reach out to me last video, some people of mine, and I appreciate you guys for stopping by and listening. I'm actually very surprised. Some people came out to me and reached out after that video. People really sent me some nice messages, especially my friend, a really close friend of mine that I haven't talked to in a while. But you know, it's really fun to make these videos because it's always good to voice your thoughts. It's never good to keep everything in, you know. But yeah, right now I am trying to stream more. I should hopefully stream this weekend because right now I'm getting my, you know, situation settled with security right now. So once all of that is settled, I'll be able to, you know, have a set schedule. But once everything, you know, is done, I'll be able to stream more, which I'm trying to do more on a consistent basis. You know, I'm trying to stream every weekend at least. A lot of these videos and a lot of these streams will be on the weekends. I won't promise anything because I know me. You know, I'm very inconsistent when it comes to doing things, which is something I'm trying to fix. But yeah, it's mostly going to be like weekends because it's usually where I'm mostly free. You know, I'll probably, you know, be playing more zombies on there. I might do like a community thing. You know, I did have a Discord, but I deleted it because I was so inactive, but I might bring that back. You know, I might make a Discord again. You know, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for listening. Once I, you know, get my schedule settled and everything, I'll probably do more of an update, letting you guys like know when it comes to scheduling and stuff like that, because I do want to kind of set a schedule. We'll see. But yeah, I love you guys and I appreciate you guys for listening and everything. And always remember to love yourself. Self-love is important because self-love always will yield respect. I think I made this a lot longer than I thought. I really just wanted to come out here and make like a little like small little video, talking about some bullshit, cause I be yapping in some bullshit. But yeah, I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. I am recording this shit at like midnight. I actually do have to go and get ready for my security shit this morning, so I should probably go to bed. But anyway, appreciate you guys, love y'all, and God bless.